Hello members, welcome back to On the Range with Ryan. I did miss you last week because I was on a vacation up in Michigan visiting my parents and playing one of my favorite golf courses outside of St. Louis. So I want to give them a shout out for letting me play there real quick. It's called Gray Walls in Marquette, Michigan. I highly recommend if you get any chance to be up north. Marquette, Michigan is in the Upper Peninsula, so it's a little tricky to get to. But I also got a chance to see my original teacher, mentor, Mark Gilmore, and my father, my son, and I got a chance to play Gray Walls. So check it out if you can. Today I just want to start out with a divot pattern that we see right here on our driving range. So to help, when you practice, to help Dan and his crew out, instead of randomly making divots everywhere, really do your best to do a line, and after your first divot, put the next ball behind it, then the next ball, next ball, until you get a line, let's say like 2.5, 3 feet, and then just move off to the side. So this is from a lesson I gave before I left for Michigan. And the way zoysia grass grows, that's gonna save it because it grows sideways. So those narrow little lines of divots will heal faster. I'm sure Dan can explain that better than I can. But today's tip is going to be about our trail arm in the setup position. So I throw and right-handed, and what I see a lot of times, like I had a lesson with an orthodontist about 6 or 7 years ago, and he set up like this, and he fought a really bad slice. And I got to ask him during the lesson, I said, "Are you right-handed? Do you throw and right?" And he said, "Yeah." He goes, "That's my life," because he does so much work on people with that right arm. So with your trail arm, if this arm kind of straightens and gets on top of your left arm or your front arm, that can create an over-the-top move, or it can also mess up how you fold your trail arm in the backswing. So it can do a lot of bad things. So what I want you to try and focus on is in your setup, bend that arm a little bit. So for me, it's a right arm, my trail arm. Bend it a little bit so that your elbow points down and not back this direction. So if I'm set up here, it's back towards Jessica. So relax that elbow almost like you're in a lesson 2 weeks ago. I told the lady like you're gonna take a sip of your favorite beverage, okay? And then since our wrists are able to swivel, it's not gonna strengthen your grip. So if I start here and then I turn that arm under, I want you to swivel your wrist to take that solid grip, okay? From the camera back there, when you get in that proper setup position with this arm, we want to see a little bit of your lead arm, the top of your lead arm. And again, what that's going to do is help me put the club in a better position with my trail arm folding properly, rather than when I get that dominant trail arm up on top of the left. The other thing is it'll help the club shallow. We all want to have that nice downswing where we can hit a little bit of a draw. That'll help that out also. So trail arm, really next time you're out practicing, take a quick second, try to make sure that the elbow points downwards, or almost like you could do a hammer curl up in the air. Then swivel your wrist to put that on the grip properly so we don't mess up your grip. And then again, if your friend videos you from behind, we want to see a little bit of the lead arm, the top of the lead arm. So for all you slicers out there, give that a try. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email or just pull me aside when you see me either in the golf shop or on the range. And I look forward to seeing you next time on the range with Ryan.